Okay, so if you have anybody that's on your team that's here that you want to give a shout out to, or even if they're not here, do it anyway. Because yes, do it anyway because the meeting's recorded. I'll put it in the group and then they'll hear what their accomplishments were. So I'm going to start with Michelle. Has two? Is it two new team members or one? In November, we're doing November.
Uh, I thought it was two, but
I think it's two. I think it's
yeah.
two.
But
And then,
you want my shout out? Okay, my shout out first and foremost to the Hail Queen Denisha, because
yay.
she is constantly doing her business consistently. She doesn't need a contest to do her business consistently. She doesn't need rewards. She just does it. And she got another crown. She's real royal because her ass got like 10. So she's insane. I've never seen anybody have that many. So anyway, shouts out to Denisha, because I just love her energy and I love that she does her business inside, outside, on the street
Everywhere.
corner, like rocking it.
Wait, in
I have
labor.
another person that I want to give a shout out. She's a new team member who hasn't been doing anything, but she just adopted another child. I guess, yeah, she legally just got her another adoption. And first of all, that's a shout out. Her name is Shanita. If you guys will be seeing her because she came to my sip and shop yesterday and sat with me for a while, watched me engage with customers, and she is starting up her business in January. So she went through a lot with her adoption over the last 2 months, and then of course COVID and Christmas, and she got COVID. So I have never stopped, for any of us that have team members, never stop still talking to your team members. Obviously, I know Adrienne will tell that to everybody, but you don't have to press them, but just keep talking to them and let them know. So she said that she really thanked me and she's ready to get going in January, and she's COVID free, she's adopted, and so she's ready to go. So
Oh,
shout out to Shanita for just jumping in when you knew that you saw something great in paparazzi, and then to all the stuff that she's went through, and now she's going to start fresh. Do I have any major shout outs? Shout out to Mardia because she's still running her business and working her business. You don't always see her, but she's always ordering every single month. I think she's active. And so shout out to all my active people. I'm
yeah.
really close to Crown 5 like Troy. So I need my people to be active because I'm very close to getting it. So anyways, those are my shouts outs.
Awesome, awesome. And then for anybody who doesn't know, Denisha earns the crown for buying 500 pieces, right? Which is 1,000 PV. So our upline, Jenny Davidson, awards us with a crown. I have one. Lisa, do you have one?
Yes.
Michelle, do you have one? Okay, that's next on your bucket list, girl. Troy, do you have one?
What? A
A crown.
crown?
All right, so that's the challenge. Like, we're not saying like go buy 500 pieces of jewelry. Wait till your business grows to that and that you know you can turn that jewelry over because nobody wants to be stuck with 500 pieces of jewelry. So Denisha does that consistently. She's done it for, like Michelle said, the last 6 months. I have one. Okay. So that girl is rocking it. Okay. I have one crown. And maybe in the future I'll have more, but that crown she just got, that crown was amazing.
It was nice.
Yes. Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure Valerie knew that. Troy, do you have any shout outs? And then
So I got a shout out to I was trying to look for there, but we did hit Crown Club 5 because I had 5 of my peeps active for 3 months in a row. And then I have 2 that are active this month. So, and that's basically about it.
So who are the 2 active?
2 active are Barb and Michelle.
Is Frenchie's not active yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
So
almost.
30
Okay.
PV.
I have 3 active.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So you want to keep track on that. And Valerie and Michelle, Valerie and Lisa, when you have your downline, you'll keep track of that too. And like we tell people to be active for 2 reasons: to be in the consultant locator, which is on the Paparazzi website. So if someone puts your zip code in, they'll find whoever is closest to them to shop from or to join the business from. And then being active is just a good practice because when you're director, like I just told somebody that Crystal, is a director. She has 3 people under her, but she wasn't active for December. And I'm like, Crystal, you're leaving money on the table, because if you're not active and you have people under you, you don't earn your commission. So then that's why it's critical. And it's 25 pieces of jewelry to be active each month. My shout outs go to Valerie, who is now a star consultant. She probably is like, what did I do? She signed up as a consultant in October, and in November, she ranked up to star consultant by placing her order of at least 50 PV for the month of November. So good job, star consultant. Next job for her is to become a director, but she is super consistent, guys. I don't know if you follow her page. She goes live, she shows the jewelry, she posts her pictures. So it's just going to happen organically, because people are going to see your joy and love. And I love your team name too.
Oh, Sunflower Shine. I'm such a flower power girl, so it was very fitting.
Yes, if you met her in person, you would know she's like my earthy friend.
Yeah.
And then Miss Lisa Mack is active as well. I think you're up to like 300 PV this month. All right. And what did Lisa just do? Lisa has consistent sales. You might not see her all the time, but she has consistent sales all the time. And she's always showing that jewelry. So they're both doing very well. Also on the team who's not here is Lydia. She is active as well. Who else was I missing? Oh, Judy, who you guys haven't seen in a few months, but Michelle remembers her from EMP. Judy, that, and you know her too, Valerie. Judy, Miss Beltran.
Oh, yes.
She has her Papaversary in November, so she's been active for a year. So that's incredible too. So,
Right.
Oh, and Jeanette's not here, but she had her first vendor event in December. She did great, and then she was exposed to COVID, so she's not here right now. And Lauren is still active. So those are mine. And then Troy, of course, the boy Troy with his Crown Club 5. He had me thinking like, wait, why don't I have Crown Club 10? I can't let Troy and Michelle catch up to me. Let me count. So,
I'll be there. I'll be there next month.
I mean, that's the plan. You want it. And all it does is mean your business is growing and you have consistent people under you that are working their business as well, right? All right. So any tips and tricks from anybody that's new this month? Troy and I have been doing some. Do you want to share the one, and then that'll give Michelle or Valerie and Lisa some time to process?
Well, which one do you want to share? Which one is it? Because we've got like a whole gob of them. Which one were you thinking?
I'm just thinking, like, which one do you think was the most impactful?
Oh.
Because we want to share all of that with them. We've been watching the guy, John Eric, what's his last name? I don't even know his last name. Mosler?
John Eric Mosler.
We've been watching him a lot, and because the lady from the Sunshine Squad, Patrice, isn't that her name? Patricia Devlin. She and I had been watching him a while ago, and then I fell off the wagon with him, but he really gives a lot of tips about running a business through Facebook and how to be visible and increase your engagement. And he does videos all the time. You can follow him. And so he has this program called Social Coach that really just explains how it works, because we are doing stuff daily that is negatively impacting our visibility on Facebook. So I don't know.
Well, I guess the biggest one that I probably say is just the posting. He talks about riding the wave in when you send a post. And I know that we do the 3 motivational posts every day. So he was talking about, you got to really know in the morning when you put your first post. And what made me think, what stood out for me on that one was when he said, you've got to think about someone getting ready in the morning. So when Michelle's getting ready in the morning, she's doing her hair, she's doing her makeup, she's doing everything. She doesn't have time to read, because you never know if she woke up late and she's on a rush or anything. She doesn't have time to read this huge long post. But, you know, we give something in motivation or anything, but it's like if you go to church on Sunday and then the next day the preacher says, hey, remember what we talked about yesterday, today you've got it, make it happen kind of situation. And then, but the way he was talking about timeline, like for here, I'd have to make sure that post is around 7:30ish my time, or our time here in Arizona as well, because the wave's going to hit 90 minutes later. He says your engagement's going to hit 90 minutes later. And then it's going to be after that wave. So if you miss that wave, you're not going to get the engagement, which I've noticed, because if I do my post between 7 and 7:30, that post gets really engagement 90 minutes later throughout the entire day. If I post it after 8 o'clock, I get nothing.
True that. True. I totally do that. Yeah.
And he talked about half-life of your engagement. So he goes, if that post is really booming, he says, keep countering it and watching it 5 days from now, and then you'll know your half-life. He says, or you go say, I'm going to go 48 hours, you'll know your half-life of your engagement. He says, and go from there. Then at lunch, he says, you got to take into consideration the people at lunch. They're probably standing in line. I love how he says, they're probably standing in line looking at their phone while they're getting ready to order. Because, Karen just now sent them the order. Everyone knows, not today, Karen, or something like that. Okay, Karen just sent an order, so they don't have time to read elongated post or anything. You can do a temperature measure. So I've been doing that testing. I've been putting in like just now I was like, okay, I'm late, but now I'm going to post in as like, hey, how's your Sunday going so far on a scale of Ross? I put it's a simple answer, 1, 2, 5, 7, the number. And that's the engagement that goes from there. And then he said, your third engagement would be like in the evening. You got to think of the people. He goes, normally people are putting their kids to bed. If they're a family, they're putting their kids to bed after 8 o'clock. They're getting, they just finished dinner and everything, and they're cleaning up and everything. And at 8 o'clock, then you can have them kind of do you can send up like a reflection post to get them thinking, how was your day today? Really engaging that authenticity of an individual. Because now, I know that after 8 o'clock, when I'm done with my show and everything, I jump on my phone and I'm scrolling and I'm looking and I'm responding, or I'm reading my book. I'm just winding down for the day. He goes, that's when it's that engagement for that time. He says, but he says no more than 5 posts throughout the day. And that includes your group and your business page. He says, really ride that wave in, and it's going to go from there. And then like last night, we're talking about that engagement. He says, if you have a post, so Michelle puts out a post, she's noticed that she's already got 45 comments and everything. He says, in just that one day, that post is going to boom within the next 5 days. He goes, maybe you don't need to post anything for the rest of the day. He says, because you already got an engaging post, which is going to build that algorithm. Like right now, Adrienne and I are in a challenge from the training Friday night that we watched. He says the challenge is don't go for the next 48 hours and click the like button or the heart button or anything like that. He says comment in their posts, but make it authentic. Comment in their post, but don't like the pictures, because tonight he's going to talk about the change that you're going to see.
Right.
What happens just in 48 hours of just commenting on people's posts, in that engagement, he says, versus liking it and going from there. So I'm kind of interested to see what the knowledge that he's going to share on that. But the biggest one was, it made me think about, instead of going in and making it a task like, oh, I got to put a motivational quote. I changed it to where in the morning, I'm like, like if Michelle saw it, she's going to be like, oh, thanks, Troy. I need that little pump. Like, hey, when you looked in the mirror today, know that you were valuable. You're worthy. You got this. Because that's all you got. It's quick time, because maybe she had a rough day. She's starting off in a rough morning. She's just like, I got to look at that. I don't have time to respond because I got to get in my car. I'm running behind. But I saw that it's that little bump, and then after lunch, she's like having maybe some clients coming in. She's getting ready to lunch and she's had enough, her day set again. She sees that post like, oh, I can just put a fire emoji just to let everyone know that my day is on fire right now. It's great. Or it's a thumbs up. It's okay. Or God, I need the praying hands because it's a bad day, and I've had some people like that, but I missed the mark on that where I only got 2 engagement. And then the other day when I hit it before 11:30, before that 12 o'clock time, my engagement was there. I was getting responses. And so it's like when he says it's like riding the wave in the ocean, when you miss that wave, you're going to have to wait because that wave's not going to come until later again. So, that was the biggest takeaway there. You got to test it. And he says the thing about it is that you can't just test it and say, I'm going to test it for 4 days. He says, you've got to go a month. You've got to go couple of weeks out to see where it really at. He says, you're not going to get the instant results in 2 days. He said, but you'll know.
I've been doing the 3 posts a day for months and for a long time before this. And I get engagements on them all the time, steadily. And just like true to what you said, I'll still get them in 3 days. People will still comment on that one post. I'm like, okay, it's over. You know what I mean? But it's so true. But that, you know, if we just, like you said, but it's nice to know the timing, and some people don't understand that. But
that's the hard part, because he
still be
says you've got to
authentic.
really
Don't just be
look.
doing it to
He
get viewers.
goes, yeah, like he said, and like for me, if I post at 8 o'clock my time, it's already 10 o'clock in the Eastern Coast. And I don't have a lot of clients there, but potential people there, I've already missed them.
Mhm.
You know? So like here, you gotta, he says, if you're unaware of where you're at, he says, always shoot for Central Time, which is an hour ahead of me. So that's why I look and say 7:30ish,
Yeah.
7 o'clock-ish, I post that, because that's 8 o'clock, 8:30. That's when usually people are on the road, and they're progressing and everything. Or I might have to go a little earlier, you know, because I'm testing the waters to see where that wave is at. And once I discover where that wave is at, then I'll know. He says, and don't go onto Google and research like what are the best time. He says, because they're taking that from business pages. He goes, that's going to be inaccurate. He says, be careful on your insights on your business page too. He said, because that's just kind of inaccurate information to a certain extent. He says, you're going to have to develop the ebb and flow of knowing where that wave is at. And he says, and when you discover it, you've got the secret sauce in the situation. And now you know how to roll it out.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think people get that. What was I going to say about that? Like the biggest thing for me was the challenge. And I think I tagged all of you guys in it. Yes, I did. The challenge, do not like people's posts. Like he said, we're turning into a bunch of robots where we're just automatically liking somebody's post. That's not going to give you an engagement. And I think, Troy, the key thing for me was when you like their post, you show up in their feed. We're trying to get us to show up in their feed, right? So I said it backwards. When you like their post, they show up in your feed. I'm trying to put myself in the feeds of others.
Yeah.
So I need to comment on their post and get them to comment back. And then I'll be in their news feed. So when I do go live, it'll be like Adrienne's live and they'll see me. Otherwise, you're invisible. You might think people are seeing you, but they're really not. So does that make sense?
This is not even just paparazzi. This is MLM all the way across, because I got people jumping on my stuff that I don't even know who they are. And all of a sudden you want to comment on something. So I'm like, okay, I'm hip that this is the algorithm and we're all trying to boost it. So it's just something to know that it's not just, you know, it's not just us, because other people are being told the same thing, whether it's any business, Thrive business, Betaluca, Melons, whatever, they're all doing the same thing. And because I see my engagements in a few people, most of them, 90% of my people, but every now and then I'll pop in, I'll be like, who is this? Who's Susie Lou? I don't know who you are. You can't comment on my stuff, but that's okay.
And then he also pointed out the other thing. I mean, the other two tidbits I want to share real quickly is when he talked about, he's like, I've noticed this. You'll get like someone, a notification will come and say someone that you're like your friends with comment on someone's post, even though you didn't comment on it. He says, so that one is a notifying. He says, so you need to wait about 35 minutes if you want to comment back in it, because if you do it immediately, that notification gets lost in the notification. He says, but if you want to try to retract that person, then you wait about 15, 20 minutes, then you comment back, because then they get the notification like, hey, Michelle Ford just commented on your thing. Because if it came through, Michelle commented on, you know, let's say I'm not friends with Denisha, but Michelle commented on Denisha's thing. If I put it in and other people comment, it's just going to get tied into that one notification. So if you want to stand out in their news feed, he says, wait a period of time for that person and then respond back, because then you're going to pop up on there and you're going to get your own notification versus someone else's.
Okay, rewind. I am going to be honest with you. If I got to keep a time frame on commenting on everybody's thing, I'm going to forget. Because I'm more of, if I see something, I just want to comment, but that's me being genuine. That's not me trying to get viewers. That's just me saying, oh my God, I love that. Or, oh my God, that's so true. Or I believe that. Or I do it to you, Troy. So for me to be like, I need to wait 20 minutes, I'm going to be, y'all know that in 20 minutes, my whole brain has just been gone. Like I have 50 things I'm doing. There's no way I could remember to.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's on like a friend of mine just posted something. I commented on her live. I think it's only for the people we don't know. Like
Yeah.
if Michelle, you posted about your daughter did something, graduated early, as soon as I see that, I'm going to comment.
Yeah.
That's not going to mess with my algorithm or anything because I'm commenting on someone else's.
Okay.
But like if
It's
I
when you're
don't,
trying to attract new people.
right,
So
it's
it's
like
like,
new
let me
people.
clarify that. It's not like every post. It's like when you're attracting new people.
Right.
Okay.
He talks about it. And then the other thing that like Adrienne and I are talking, I'm rebranding my name because he really made this stand out. So like Val, what is the name of your business?
Sunflower Shine.
Okay, so right there, just that, it's not about you, it's about the customer.
And I
So-
didn't want it to be about me. Like,
And
yeah.
I'm struggling with it because I have Blinged Out with T-Roy, my name's in it, it's about me. Like Adrienne and I were talking, you know, she has amazing bling by Adrienne, it's about her. And he pointed out, he says, like our VIP groups too, he says, they're probably a VIP group with a lot of other people, so they really don't feel like VIP. So it's like your title, he's that right there is not about you. It's about the product you're bringing in, and it's about them. So
Mhm.
right now, that's what I'm doing for 2021 is I'm going to rebrand my name. And I've already, like last night, I announced it on my show that it's going to be rebranded, the name. And like yours, Michelle, your name's not in there. It's different. So that's what I'm saying. It's that idea, because he says when your name's in there, it's about you. It's not about them.
Right.
And
I
they're
can
going to
see
look
that.
into
I can
for
see
potential
that. I
people.
love you guys. I love your name though. Bling Out with T-Roy. I absolutely love
So
that.
I'm working with it where I'm going to take out the T-Roy. I want to keep the blinged out, but you know, Cody, he's been processing it and everything, and keep that out. But I want to get rid of the T-Roy. You know, I was thinking about blinged out with you, but then we were like talking about, I don't like that pronoun. It doesn't sound catchy or anything.
Yeah.
But like your sunflower
Shine.
shine, that is like,
I
it's like the one that Adrienne came up with, the lady in New York, hers is Gotham City Bling. I was like, oh my God, you know? So
That name is awesome.
it's about removing your name. Yes, we know it's about us building the business, but our customers, when they see that, it's about you, it's not about them.
Yeah, you should.
So-
Yeah, they did say you should take your name out of your business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've heard that, but I have another business and my name's not in that one either. So
Right. So it's perfect.
this is
And
my
like,
first rodeo.
So I'm rebranding. That's going to be the struggles. I'm rebranding because I really want to try to catch something that, and yeah, Cody says, well, maybe because you live in Colorado, there's so many different things of Colorado that we can tie in there, you know? And so that's what we're, you know, it's going to be rebranded coming 2021 because my name is going to be removed out of it. And then I'm also renaming the VIP group because it's right now, it's just exclusive VIP group. And that's where he says, and then he talks about like, you know, the equity of people, everything being invited and stuff like that. So it's just, there's a lot to think of to try to attract and make it more where people come in. And, you know, and I'm looking more at the potential because I love my customers who I have. So I will treat them with love and respect and everything, but I need more people to come in. So I'm looking at the rebranding of it, of how can I get more people to come in, you know, just in view and give them, plant that seed that down the road, they'll become a potential customer or a potential consultant.
and then if you, with the name, oh, he was saying also, if you have a VIP group and everybody can be in it, is it a
A
VIP?
VIP group.
Right. So,
Uh,
I mean, like that really resonated with me. So I'm just trying to clarify, like, do you need a VIP group or should you just make your VIP group your business page, or should you just do your business page and have everybody come there? Because I have like crickets on my business page. So it's like maybe the group should just transition over to the business page and leave it right there because everybody can join it. So to me, it's not making sense. It's not making sense in my brain why I have both of them.
And the other part, like, and even I was talking to a life coaching consultant the other day, and we were talking about my engagement in my life coaching business, you know, like Michelle with your business and everything as well. You know, you've got to look at different approaches. So I was like trying to get support on my approach. And he says right now with the business page, which made sense to me, he says the only way someone's going to play on your business page is you have to pay. You know, you have to pay for the ads and everything. Unless you've already got it established, then you've got that leverage and pushing. So that's like, because right, my mind, when I put stuff on the business page, I did the 12 days of Christmas. I was talking about it on my shows. You know, I'd have tons of people showing up, but I'd have the same 4 people sharing that post. And that's the engagement is, you know, and then I went live on it to do something, and it was just crickets. It was just me talking because no one, you know, the notifications went out, but no one was there. So he says, and that's the issue. He says, you're going to get more engagement with your personal page as well as your group page. If you go live there, you're going to get more engagement. He says, whereas the business page, you have to pay for it to play. He says that's how they changed it. That's why they set it up like that. He says you have to pay to play. And when I heard that statement, I was like, that makes so much sense for me. And I don't have the money to spend on ads. I've done it before and nothing's ever worked. I have to look at the marketing behind that, how it was going out with this. So it was just, just tidbits. Like, everyone does what everyone wants to do, but me, I'm just sharing my thoughtology about how I am processing this, because now I'm looking and saying, I do get engagement in my VIP group or the group, and I get more engagement on my personal page, but my business page is just, and I try to treat it like my store. That's where they would go to shop, but it's like nothing's happening. It's crickets.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys agree with that?
My VIP is strong, but it's not. I do better there than I do on my page, but I consistently keep my page going. And I have, like you, the same few people, but my VIP group, anything I post in there, I'll tell them new releases. I'll tell them, just in, grab it if you want it. And it's like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But if I post that same post on the business, it's like likes, that's it.
And maybe that's the Facebook game too. You're posting it there and nobody's really seeing it, but we're thinking they're all getting alerts, and maybe they're not, because we're not paying any money in it. But in our group, they don't have those same restrictions. I, like you, I'm going to keep my business page on going, and I have like my followers on it, but it really doesn't do anything really to impact my business at all. So
but think about what you've started following. I think that's kind of like how, like, I've been invited to tons of people's things and I follow them. Do I really follow them? No. You see what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, there's people I just say I'll follow because they invite me, but I don't really follow them. I don't look at every single thing they post or when they go live. So I can't be saying, why am I any different?
Right.
Because we're all just liking to like.
And that's the other thing too that I've noticed, is that some of the business things that I've liked and everything, I'll go through my news feed, and I'm scrolling through. I don't see many of the business pages that I've clicked I liked or anything, because why? It's a pay and play. The only way I'm going to see it is if they pay for it, then it's going to pop up the ad, then it's going to go to those news feeds, and people are going to be visible to it.
But this is new. Has to be new. This was not like that.
Yeah.
I used to get so much more encounters. So I think you're right. I think this is like the new Facebook, how they want to mess with us. So if I would advise everybody to do a private VIP message group and start posting in that.
And that's what I do both. I have my VIP group on my Facebook, but I also have those same people that are in my VIP group or in a messenger group. I know Michelle, you used to be in that group where I would send out the new releases. They claim stuff as soon as I order it. So I think we should all keep our business pages up, and if they grow and flourish, fine, but I'm not going to put my energy in it. I'm going to put more energy into my VIP group and my messenger group, because they're working. People claim stuff as soon as I order it. So so that was just what we learned. And you guys are welcome to follow him. He does live shows once a week, I think. John Eric, isn't it Mosler? I think it's Mosler.
It's Mosler. And right now he's doing the Hackmas, which is free to everyone. The stuff that Adrienne and I were on a subscription for the coaching, but on the other thing, like the Hackmas is open and it's free, where you can follow. And he's interesting. I mean, he's very passionate in what he does, but he's also he can come across very kind of rude, kind of snotty in a way. But, I will watch him and I'll just put it past the side because I want to know the tidbits. He's very squirrely. So he's something will trigger and he's back, but he brings it back to where he's at. So that the thing is, I connect with that because that's how I am. But his knowledge base on it, I was telling, like Adrienne was talking too about some of the other trainers that we've saw. It's kind of like, do they really know what they're talking about? Have they tested it out? Or are they just giving us tips that they read about and just sharing it and they've never put it into experience? So I've kind of looked this because he some of the stuff like last night, 2 nights ago, and I was sitting there, I was like, and then when I'm going through the course, the units, I'm like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. That just blew my mind because I never considered that idea. But then you got to also watch out because what he's teaching on some of the stuff, like I thought I was able to change if I'm in a group, I thought I was able to change my bio, what he shared. Well, Facebook has taken away that feature. So they're always updating their features and
On your
changing
personal page, you can't change your bio.
in your bio and your personal page. But if you're a part of a member of a group, you could go in and you used to be able to change your bio. You could change your cover photo and your bio in your group if you're a member of a group. So you can cater it differently. But
Oh,
they took away that feature because I tried to do it yesterday, but it was a feature that was offered to where I could, I was thinking of a group that I was in. I was like, oh, I can promote my life coaching. So if they click on it to see who this person who made this post, they could see my new bio. But now that feature's been removed.
okay. So yeah, I would
I
just
have,
follow him. If you want to start from the beginning, like Troy said, if you go to social, Adventure Social, there's units in there and you can just like listen to his videos because he's not new. Like I told you guys, I was watching him a year ago, but you know, when information becomes too much for me, I kind of like put it aside and then I'll go back to it because it can overwhelm you. And I'm like, wait, I gotta sell jewelry. I can't like become a coder overnight because I don't know how to code. Okay. So you could like take little chunks and watch it because there's a lot of little things he shares. And the biggest one, I mean, like that the like thing, like really resonated with me. Like we do that out of habit. You're sitting at the wherever you're scrolling, you're like, oh, look at Valerie, look, her kids are cute, like. And so I'm not doing that. The challenge is not to like anything for, hold on, that's Carter, but you guys can talk, not to like anything for 48 hours. All right. Somebody.
I have something to
What's the
say.
purpose of?
Go for it.
I'm totally opposite. I get more hits on my business page and my VIP group in the messenger than I do on my personal page. And I don't know if it's because I never really started out on my personal page. I started out on my business page, and it's like everybody goes to my business page or my or whoever. Some people are in my on my business page and my VIP group and messenger. So and then what I do is, if they say they want to be on the messenger, but if they've never been on the messenger, sometimes I just take them out and then have them to ask me to put them in again. But I get more engagements because when I go live on my personal page, I really don't get that many engagements. It's the same people.
You're doing
And
it right.
people will
I
come
think
in
you're
and
doing it right.
out.
That's awesome.
People will come in and out, but they never say anything. I see them watching, but they never say a word on my personal page. So, and I do the same thing with my other business too. I never really um, go live on my on my personal page. I've started doing that because on the business page, you can only do certain things on there. You can't share it, you can't tag anybody. So
Mhm.
that's why I was going personal. But I've been doing that for the last maybe 5 or 6 times that I've been going live, and I haven't been getting that much engagement. But if I put stuff on the business page and the VIP group, I'm always constantly getting engagements. They may not watch me, but they'll comment or they'll IM me and ask me, do you still have this piece or that piece? So
That's
I don't know.
awesome.
That's just me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Are you muting me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm muting myself because I got a phone call.
I think you're
Yeah,
awesome,
but
Lisa. That's the way to go. I think if we could all run our business pages, that's awesome. That's what they're for. Otherwise,
and
what's the
I'll
purpose of having it?
yeah. Yeah, but a lot of things have changed on there that are limited. So I don't
They're just
know.
trying to stop us from
But
making money.
yeah. And also I've been, instead of like when I have my shows, I really don't um give away free pieces anymore. What I did was I purchased some scratch offs, and I have free shipping, free tax, and then I can write in some that say free piece, and I put them in these bags back here. And when it's not, Christmas, I'm going to take away these bags and put the other bags back up. But I let them pick their own bag, and whatever's in the bag, then that's their fate. They either get free shipping, free tax, or
Like, get
I
this.
might have Yeah.
Yes.
No, I actually let them pick their own piece, but I'm like, you got to stop doing that. You're going to have to start giving away the hostess gifts or something that you get, because some of them are like, this was not a hostess gift, but this is, and I had the nerve to buy it in pink too. But
She said the nerve.
yeah, because they look good. They look good when I was looking at it. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cute. But I'm thinking, like,
Free
the
shipping is awesome.
proms and all that stuff is
Tax.
coming up, so maybe I can get rid of them then. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I do. I'm like, I'm can't be giving away stuff all the
I
time.
love free
And
shipping and free tax. That's a good one too.
yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately, just letting them choose a scratch off.
Yeah, I think that works because I get irritated when I see my customers just waiting for the free piece.
Yep.
And like Michelle and I have a mutual friend, Tina. She sometimes
Yep.
does that.
She stopped going with me because I chilled out for a little while on giving free jewelry. But I
Right.
was like,
Yeah,
every time I give free jewelry, you're the first one to try to get the free jewelry. I'm over it. So yeah,
exactly. Yep.
shipping, free tax, whatever. But
And I started like
Yeah.
monitoring myself. If I'm not selling anything, say it's the messenger party or the live, I'm not gonna just like start giving away free jewelry. I'm like, okay, well, I've sold like 10 pieces. All right, so now we can do some free stuff because there are those people, and it will even be not Tina, she's a good regular customer, but like this lady, Rebecca Smith. I don't know if you guys have seen her going around. She kind of claims she stalks lives to get the free pieces too. So I got hip to her real quick too. So you just learn what people are looking for. I don't have a problem at all, and none of us
Me
should,
either.
supporting my regular customers. And sometimes I'll surprise them. I'll just throw a free piece I know they would like in their
that's
order,
what I do.
and they don't even know it's coming. But
Right.
I feel like I was
Definitely
giving too
reward
much.
your people if they're always shopping with you. I did my sip and shop yesterday, or I don't even know what day it was, whatever. I did my sip and shop and it was very good. I love those dang things. But I had a customer, she was just coming to pick up her purchases from my messenger party.
Mhm.
And when she came to pick up, she dropped another $70. Like she just couldn't, you know
Wow.
what I mean? She literally is ridiculous. I was like, oh my God. So I just threw in something for her and some cute pink organza bags for her gifts and stuff. But I have had a business for 23 years, you guys, and you don't get it. And I'm not trying to brag, but you don't get it by not doing customer service. So you have to. I don't care. Sometimes you have to give a free piece to your regular people just to
Right.
say thank you. You know, don't especially if they're not winning any from your, if you're doing games and your real true people are not winning your games, but the people that hop on for free are winning, then I'm like, oh, everybody wins today. You know what I mean? Because that's not cool.
And I
What
did that
I
once. Like everybody in the messenger party got a free wrap bracelet because I have like 20,000 of them suckers. But they were all super excited because everybody who was in there, didn't matter if you bought anything or not, everybody got a free wrap bracelet that night. Because I was just like, you guys deserve it.
You never
Um,
did that when I was a shopper.
well,
Me either. No.
Michelle and Lisa, you came to the game early, so
I shopped with you for a long time. I
I
never
know you
got that.
did. Michelle was an amazing customer.
Oh, I wasn't.
Lisa was amazing plus.
Yeah.
So then let's go to Valerie. Is there anything from the newbie perspective that you've learned that you'd like to share with us? Because you can teach us something too.
Well, I'm just, as far as running my own business, I'm definitely just learning. I have a business page, not for the jewelry, but for the nonprofit group that I belong to. And I have a group there. So I kind of already had some insights about running something, just not making money off of it. So I'm really right now I have my base customers who have started with me and they've been phenomenal. And I'm just kind of, I'm just trying to organize it in such a way that because now I have time to really focus on this. You know, I'm not working. It's been 2 weeks since I've had to work like a day job. So just from the past 2 weeks, seeing what's worked, what got the interaction, and kind of just taking it from there. I really, I don't have anything, I'm listening to you guys. You guys have had some amazing advice. Like I follow a lot of you guys, and I'll just stop in and see what you guys are doing. And then if I think it'll work with my customers, the one thing I could say I'm struggling with as far as watching all the lives, advice from various people, is letting people into my private life. You know what I mean? Like those snapshots of what you're doing on the side. Like I struggle with that big time. I try really hard just to not let how do I say, maybe because there's some people that are very nosy and they try to come in, and I have like 800 followers or friends on my Facebook, right? And so through the diversity, there are some people who come in when you let people in, publicly. And it just, I've always tried to stay away from that. So I'm struggling a little bit with that. Like, how do I do that? You know what I mean? Just,
First of all, you have 800 followers, so
you're right. Do you know
yeah.
you can change who you share with?
But that's the nature of the beast.
But that would be wouldn't
No,
that
I'm
defeat the
saying like you can change it to friends and family, and then you can have certain posts that are just public. So like if it's Michaela's birthday,
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You can change your audience to friends and family, and then when it's like a general post, hey, we're making tamales, that's public.
You don't even know how, like, I struggled with that for like an hour, because I'm like, I gotta go live. Like, I'm gonna show a snippet of my life here, just right. Because I might take pictures and put a little, write something, but as far as like live, letting everybody into my home, I just don't do that. So, but it's been fun. That's like outside of the box for me. I'm very talkative. I'm very outgoing, but when you're just like it's in front of a camera, it's so different. It just so amazingly different. I didn't realize how nerve-wracking it would be at first. Like I really didn't. I'm like, I got this. I know how to talk to everybody, but when they're not talking back, or so
keep doing it. Everybody loves it, so keep doing it.
It's been fun. It's been fun, and every time gets a little, I guess, easier. So yeah, it's been fun.
Okay. Well, you're going strong, girl. I see you. We all see you working.
I am. Even when I'm not working, I'm working.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Denisha, we already gave you your shout out for your 27th crown.
I gave her more than just that. I gave her a lot of shots out.
Well, Michelle already repped you very well. She gave you your accolades before you got on.
Oh man, I missed it. I'll have to go back and watch. Thank you. I don't know what am I doing? Just running. I'm just going live all the damn time. Hell. What I don't even know. Where are we at? What are we doing right now? You just tell me what.
Well, Troy and I were talking about some internet tips for Facebook. Michelle shared about her posting experience, and Lisa was talking about hers. So we were just going around sharing any successes. And then before the very beginning of the call, each of us gave little shout outs to our team that's working the business and what they were doing. Like Troy, Crown Club 5. Right. And then I shared about Judy, who's not on here, having her Paparazzi this month. So I didn't know if anybody under you, if you want to shout them out, because I'm recording.
Shout out your mama.
Right. Shout out somebody.
Yeah, my mom definitely gives a shout out for sure. She's helping run my business and she doesn't even know it, and she still buys regularly from so she keeps me active. My cousin that's also signed up underneath me, she keeps me, she stays active as well. That's it. I got a few others, that they're not trying to participate. Although I don't know if you're still friends with LaShawn, but did you see she went live yesterday with some bags or something, like purses, along with her $5 jewelry. And I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, no, I don't have anybody really to shout out other than my mom. She's like the GOAT. She's the best. But but no, as far as anything else, I have a question actually. I don't know if I have anything to really contribute. I've been kind of just existing, honestly. Things, I canceled my pop-up shop, which that has been a success. I had to cancel that. My body was like, no, girl, you need a rest. So I canceled that over the.
Wait, I thought it was in your driveway, or this is a different one.
No, that's where it is.
Oh,
but I didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it yesterday. It was just too much. It was too much. I needed to I've been going like 4 weeks strong every weekend, and it's a lot, and then trying to get the rest of the stuff done for the day. It was just too much. So I canceled it yesterday, which I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt because I had a few people that used my business card to call me and say, hey, we wanted to stop by. That's how I logged off earlier, because I had a customer come by to pick up some stuff or whatever. She's like, you didn't come out yesterday. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, whatever. So anyway, no, I don't know if I have anything else really. I had a question about, I noticed whenever I get ready to post my my after lives, like if I try to load too many pictures at one time, it does not load onto Facebook at all. I've tried uninstalling the app, coming back into it or whatever. It didn't do it. So finally today it did post my album for my Sunday sets. Although, have you guys noticed whenever you post like your albums or whatever, it now goes into like the marketplace thing? Like, if you know what I'm talking about, guys? Like,
yes, I did that, and I put $5, and then I put $4 shipping, and then it put $4 for the jewelry, and I was like, oh, that's not. I didn't ask for that.
Right. Well, it's crazy.
There's a place where you can just click and undo it.
Is it?
You can. As soon as you make a post, it'll say, do you want to turn off notifications or turn off whatever, or turn off advertising or marketing or something. I don't know. We were all, before you came on, we were talking that Facebook is totally revamping people that are trying to sell and post things like that. MLMs that are selling, they're just really changing things. But usually right after the post, it'll say something like, I don't know, Michelle post, do you want people to be able to market or advertise? And I just go click undo or click something. So check, hit the 3 dots after your post, and then go and find what you undo, whatever. That's what you need to do every time. It's going to happen all the time now.
Every time, yeah.
Oh, I've never noticed that that little pop-up thing. It just,
I have that option. Mine, I just touch the 3 dots and it'll say, do you want to undo and not make this a sales post or undo marketing or whatever? And I just click it.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll screenshot it to you.
Yeah, please. And so it's crazy because it's like when people respond to it, like if they respond and say a comment sold under one of the sets, it doesn't even put the right set that they sold like they want. So it's so confusing. So I have to take a screenshot and say, is this the one you want? And they're like, no, it's this one. So, okay, well, I'll look for that. So
it's because of the feature. Yeah. And I'll try to do a fake post and then just delete it. And then I'll screenshot you what I see, what happens to me. And then on your sip and or your, whatever you call them, your pop-up shops, please take this right, but you will burn yourself out if you try to do that every single weekend. Maybe you give them something to, like, maybe do it every 2 weekends or do it once a month, or do like maybe give them something where they kind of know, like, you know, she's going to be here on whatever. And I'm only saying that just because of experience trying to do those, setting them up. They're hard. I mean, even my sip and shop, I did 2 this month. It killed me. Like the set down takes me an hour because you've seen my setup, and we both have 500 pieces, 600 pieces of jewelry.
Right.
Don't try to do every weekend. That's all I would say.
Oh my God. No, there's so much work. There's so much work. And that's one of the things, like with the pandemic, I got to step back from those. But when we would do them, you got to lug all that stuff. You have to put
even if it's in your front yard, it's still, that's still your time. And Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe do it once a month and let them know it's the first Friday of the month or the first Saturday or give them, I don't know if people
Right.
really
No,
like it, maybe do that.
I agree with you
You don't hurt yourself.
100%. I think I was only doing it for Christmas up
Mhm.
until just up until Christmas is what I had
Oh,
planned to
okay.
do. But yeah,
Okay.
you're right, totally. I could not do this every single month, but it has helped a lot where I was lacking in the actual sales is picked up. So yeah, but you're 1,000% right. It is gonna be that. And I like how you said that because it gives them something to look forward to and they know how fast things move. So that it's like, oh, we gotta go get, so yeah, yeah, definitely I will be doing that for sure. Yeah, so no, I don't think I have any. I'm exhausted, you guys. I tried to be grown last night and drink alcohol, and let me tell you, I have a low-key
You ain't
hangover,
grown.
okay?
You ain't
And
grown.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm like, the way I'm set up right now, I'm like, girl, my head is like boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna go find me some noodle and give me some noodle.
I wish I could help you. I don't have none.
Girl, listen,
Not,
where
not
you at when
today.
I need you, girl?
Friday
Where
we
do you
will
live,
have
Valerie?
some.
I just need
Oh,
Valerie lives in Phoenix near my school where you came, Michelle. She lives near there. I just want menudo without the corn in it. That's just what I
what?
want.
Fire. I
That's
need it
the
without the tripe.
we so
know.
we use a lot of meat because me and my oldest daughter, my younger kids don't like it. But my oldest daughter, we put a lot of meat. So
Well, my friend
Oh.
Cecilia told me I can go buy, this is totally off topic. This is nothing about paparazzi. That I can go buy a menudo packet to season my tripe. Is that true?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the little Mexican spice section, the packets, yeah, it'll say on their menudo packet or menudo spice. Yeah.
Michelle's like, that's gross. I'm not eating that.
No, but you guys listen. I probably sound so disrespectful, but they have some at Costco. I bought the can of noodle, and to be honest with you,
It
it was
wasn't bad,
Costco and
right?
it comes with 3 of them. It wasn't too bad though.
I know. I will so open a can up if if a
Yeah,
hangover and I want menudo and I don't want to take a whole 3 days to cook it and
Yeah.
right.
But
it's a
look, Denise,
process. It is a 2-day process. So
that's like
Wow.
Respect the process.
yeah.
you
So
would not eat collard greens out of a can.
Who wouldn't?
Not me. Not
I've
me.
never tried it.
Uh-uh.
Let me tell you, friends, okay? Miss Gloria has some good canned greens when you don't feel like preparing them, picking them, cleaning them. Girl, go get you some glory collard greens out the
I gotta
can.
go.
I'm
I gotta
telling
go.
You know
you.
what? Denisha is
Girl,
correct, but I don't use the juices that's in there. I
Right.
still,
Disgusting.
because I don't like the way they taste, so I just pour
Y'all
the
lost
juice
your
off
black
when
people cards.
no. I pour well, hey, I pour the juice out and I season it the way that I want.
right.
Denisha, we would,
When I'm
This
being
whole
lazy.
thing went south.
Denisha, in the Mexican culture, we would have shunned you already because you're eating the out of a can. We would have
See,
shunned
that's
you.
what
We would
I'm
have turned our
Ah,
back to you.
I will
And
eat it though.
I claim to be Mexican, so I shunned you too.
saying. Right. You said
'Cause I'm
I'm
black.
I am
Mexican.
full-blooded 100%. I will
I'm
eat it out of a
Mexican.
can.
I am Mexican,
That's
y'all.
what I'm
I'm
talking
telling you,
about
I
now.
have black Mexican in me. So I shunned you and took your black card.
Wow, double.
Boom, boom.
Well, I probably be triple then.
Right, huh?
No, but I don't like a lot of things out of the can. But
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
eat those, but I pour the juice off. Don't like menudo though. Sorry, but I do like
Yeah.
other Mexican food.
Oh.
Me
Yeah.
too. My favorite Mexican food is Mexican food I don't have to cook. And
Yeah.
yes, because if we're eating it at home, then usually I'm the one cooking it. Sometimes my
Yep.
oldest daughter, but so I'm like, if I don't have to make it, that's good. That's the
That's
best.
I love
So,
it.
yeah.
I love it. I'm trying
You
to think, is
guys,
there anything?
can I say something?
Of course.
Everybody probably saw my post. My daughter is 17 and she graduated 6 months from high school, 6 months early. And we're going to dinner today. So we're taking her to lunch to celebrate. So I'm going to get going, but I just want to say that because I'm so proud of her.
Yay.
Yes,
Start
congratulations.
college in January, so it's
Wow.
gonna be crazy.
Wow.
Where is she gonna go?
She got a full ride to ASU, but because she can't go and live in the dorms right now, and I don't want
Right.
her to go to ASU, she's doing full-time MCC at home, but she's going to MCC full-time, and then she'll transfer.
Okay.
Okay.
But she's got big money, everything coming her way, and she's just like that kid.
Well, good.
Wow. That's
Awesome.
incredible.
Hey, whatever they do. So
Congrats.
yeah, as long as we don't have to pay for it.
That's right.
All right, Michelle, enjoy. Enjoy.
Yes, have a good
Bye,
day.
guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Does anybody need anything? Or are you guys good? You're good?
Good.
Nisha?
I can't think straight. I'm sure it's something. It was
Well-
something I feel like I wanted to talk about, but I forgot.
Not this game. You said
Huh?
we're gonna do a game.
Oh yeah, I have a game. Okay, I have a game, and then we'll go. Oh, and just a reminder, I don't know if I told you guys this before. Start buying red stuff and heart stuff now.
Mhm.
Okay? Because Denisha, don't pass out on us now.
I know. No, I'm listening, girl. I'm listening. I'm here.
Yeah, because you
Don't
know,
buy this though.
yeah, don't buy no ugly jewelry. But yeah, so because Valentine's Day is coming, and be looking at the kids stuff too, because people will be buying that too for Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Because
If
it's
we could find any.
well, yeah, you got to
Mhm.
be fast. So, and I
Yeah.
don't know if I shared this last time. Like, depending on what I'm looking for, I go to that category first.
Right.
Mhm.
I buy what I want, I check out, and then I go back. Okay. So, because it's not going to be there, you're going to miss it, especially now, Christmas and Valentine's Day, especially with the kids stuff. If you really know you don't have any of that, then go to that category first and wait for it to drop and take one. You could do like Monday, I'm going to be in Starlit Shimmer and see if anything drops at 1 o'clock. If nothing drops, then I'll go over and see what I can get in earrings or bracelets or whatever. And then Tuesday, I'm going to focus on just earrings. You could do it like that too. And remember, they'll be closed on Thursday and Friday, so no shopping. All right, so are you ready for the game?
Ready.
Okay, you have to hold up 10 fingers. And for each thing I say, you have to put down a finger to see if you're on the naughty list this year. Are you ready?
Denisha, might as well put all 10.
All right.
All right, put one finger down if you have ever re-gifted a present. Oh, Valerie.
I couldn't get it down, Pinky.
Okay, put another finger down if you don't believe in Santa. Oh, good job. Oh, Denisha. Okay.
Oh, Denisha.
Put another
Sorry.
finger down if you tidied up your background before this call. Oh, Troy did. Okay. Another finger, have you ever bought a present last minute? Have you ever wished anyone you haven't? Put a finger down if you haven't wished anyone happy holidays this year. Good job. Number 6, put a finger down if you know a naughty Christmas joke. Okay. Number 7, you peeked at your presents in advance. Put a finger down. Number 8, you have knocked over a Christmas tree. Number 9, you've been late for a holiday party. Number 10, you can sing a naughty holiday jingle. Oh my gosh. Number 11, you bought more coal than cupcakes. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Huh?
I guess you can take it literal. Have you bought more coal than cupcakes? And then number 12, have you ever pretended you liked a gift? Whoever has the most fingers up is the winner. So
Lisa.
I
Be Lisa.
Lisa is the winner. She will receive a free prize from Amazing Bling by Adrienne, soon to be rebranded.
Hey,
Don't give me
oh,
that.
right.
Here you go, Liz.
No.
All right.
Oh, that's why you have that on. You don't
Yeah,
like that one.
It no, this
Ugly
is
jewelry.
ugly jewelry day.
We can't
Uh,
get
This
rid
was-
of it.
This was a hostess reward. I
Wait
call
a
this.
minute, but wait a minute, Valerie.
I
I've
call
been
this the-
admiring your necklace though.
I
can't
love that
get rid of
necklace.
it. I
call
can't get
this
rid of
the
it.
gray fish weight, because that's what they look like, fish weights that you would put at the end of your line when you go fishing. It's a gray.
Almost
That's
where the
hilarious.
I almost wore the turquoise one because I got it, but it doesn't look this on. You know how you get that jewelry and you put it on and it's just like, oh, this doesn't do what I thought it was.
Right, right. Yeah.
But I had the nerve to buy this. I
Right.
didn't get
I
this
have
as
that
a hostess
too.
gift.
But no, see, I missed the earrings. I trust me, if I would have got the earrings that came with it, I bet you I would have sold it. It's,
And I
it's cute.
I think though, if you put it on with a wife beater, like some
All right.
things are not gonna always go with like, fancy shirts. Put a
Yeah.
wife beater on. You too, Adrienne. I think
There
yours
you
will
go.
sell too. Put the wife beater on. It'll be like that Wonder Woman look.
Oh my god.
Right, right. I do have a question. Damn, I just forgot again. Hold on. You guys were talking about, what did you say earlier? Damn, Adrienne, what did you just say right before we were talking about the other ugly jewelry? You were talking about shit.
I said make sure you buy hearts and kid stuff.
No. Just now, right before I said something about the ugly jewelry. You were talking about what you guys were saying before I got on the call earlier today. I think.
I don't know. We said we were wearing ugly jewelry and that we can't sell it.
No,
I don't know.
it was about what you guys were talking about. Damn it. I just remember because I had a question.
We talked about Facebook engagement. We talked about shouting out our team. We talked about how we're challenging each other to not like any posts. You have to do a genuine comment. We talked about how the business pages aren't really working because you got to pay to play.
Right. I don't know. Shit. It just like literally, I swear. I
Talked
swear.
about Menudo and how you lost your black girl card. We talked about
I know. No. What was it? It was, oh my gosh. Anyway, I'll message you directly because I forgot that quick.
I don't know. We played the game. I don't know. We are old. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
I know. All right. I'm sorry. I'll remember. I'll come back to you.
Talked about the vendor event that you're killing yourself and you're only going to do it once a month.
Yeah. But no, you had just said something. And it went off. I don't know. Anyway, I'll message you directly with it.
Okay, it'll come to you. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
What are you doing, Audrey?
Okay.
I can't remember. Troy, you remember what I said? No.
You want to say hi? Say
Oh
hi.
yeah, don't forget.
Hi, pretty girl.
That's Audrey. That's great.
Hi. What's up, girls?
And they're gone already.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything else. You guys check that guy out. He's very impactful. And just know you don't have to sign up for the program. Troy and I both did. So we will share everything that he tells us. So the first challenge is no likey, no hearty, none of that. Comment on people's posts and be authentic.
I can say this. This week I'm working on my website, but I have no idea which one I'm going with. I'm trying to do, I guess it's really no pros and cons. It's just a matter of which one I choose. But
And did you get what I meant about there's no app when they pull it up on their phone and it's very seamless?
yeah, the app is just for yourself. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But somebody asked me.
But I think that when you, and I could be wrong, I can ask Jenny, but I think when you get to a certain level or have a membership in Shopify, there is an app. I think
Yeah, it's that platinum pack. It's whatever that big pro package or something is, you
Right.
are able, the app comes with it. That's exactly how it was on Comment Sold as well. It takes a very long time, I hear, to finally get an app because everybody has migrated to it. So they say it takes a while for it to get for it to be added or whatever. But yeah, it comes with that particular package that you purchase. But
Right.
I won't be
I
purchasing
don't
that.
see the,
right.
I don't
I
see-
remember.
let me see if I look at my account and see if it says it. If it says what the cost is. Like the one I have right now is $30 a month. And I wonder if I try and upgrade it, will it say something? I don't know. I just remember Jenny saying that, or like it might not have even been Jenny. It might have been someone else on their live. Like, you know what, Lisa, I would say go to Rockstar's training and search Shopify. And I think one of the ladies in there mentions the app. But like I said, I think it costs more than what I'm paying. It costs more than $30.
Yeah, it does for sure.
So Denisha, I
I-
do have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
So you had to get your URL from GoDaddy, right? Because I saw on there where it says create a URL on your $5 jewelry one, which is, I
Yes.
guess,
So I had
Paparazzi.
correct. So I had already, yeah, I did that at the very beginning once becoming a consultant. So
Mhm.
yep, I went straight to GoDaddy, paid the $12 or something. It's good for a year. And yes, created my domain, and that's what I used for the no, so yeah, that's what I had already for the GoDaddy. But then on your $5 jewelry website, they already give you a domain. So it's just, Denisha, I think it's, I don't even know what it is. Denisha.Kennard, $5 jewelry or whatever. But what I did is I called after I had it set up with the $5 jewelry, I called
Mhm.
GoDaddy and now they linked it. So now my Bling by Nini it goes via way to the
Oh,
$5
okay.
jewelry website. So they don't have to type in all that extra.
Right, right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you definitely got to get your GoDaddy
Okay.
URL. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
I
was
remember.
playing around yesterday, so I was just looking at that and I was like, okay, are they going to allow you to create your own name or what? So, okay.
Mhm. Yeah. One other thing to help you make a decision or not, I would think that I would find out from Shopify if you're leaning towards Shopify. Since Shopify and the $5 jewelry website, they work together because you are able to integrate all the information over. I
Mhm.
would ask if you're able to do the opposite. So I would say, ask somebody within Shopify and say, hey, if I decided to, or the $5 jewelry, whoever you need to contact, I would just find out if you started with the $5 jewelry website, are you able to go the opposite way? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you able to migrate yourself from that website to Shopify? Because I'm sorry, but the $10 is, especially if you're just starting your business. I mean,
Right.
it literally, you're like I can do almost everything Shopify is offering. And like I said, they're so new. They're creating new ways and new things, so we're getting new features as the days go on. So it's a perfect platform to start at. For $10 a month, you can't beat it. And even at their pro package that they're talking about increasing to, even that's going to be like $20. So it's still, they're keeping it super affordable. It's customized specifically for our businesses and what we're
Yeah, I saw
doing.
that.
And yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying, but I would just find if that was kind of like teeter-tottering, you make me want to wonder, because I would hate to start on a platform and cannot expand. I would hate to
Right.
do that as well. And if that's where you're sitting at, maybe you need to find out from Shopify if you're able to move over, if for any reason you wanted to. So, but I don't see any reason for me right now. Honestly, they're talking about even adapting some of the features that I love so much about Comment Sold. Like, I wanted the fact that whenever I go live, that they're able to write the word shop or whatever word that I set specifically, and it automatically drops into their cart. I think that's amazing. And they're taking that as an open suggestion, and they put that in there. So they're working on things for us now. So anyway, that was just a thought. But are you done? I'm sorry. I wanted to say something before I forgot again.
I'm done. Yeah, I
Oh,
was,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
Sorry.
don't want you to forget.
Girl, 0.2 second memory. Okay. So Adrienne and everybody, I know I got on kind of at the end when you guys were talking about branding and stuff. That, oh my God, I was probably looking real puzzled if you guys were looking at me at that time, because I'm just like, oh my God, that sounds so overwhelming. Like, where do you start with the rebranding? I love what you were talking about, Troy, and it made total sense about removing your name from your business and stuff. I love Valerie's name. That's awesome. But where do you go with this? So I was sitting here thinking like, okay, well, maybe do you keep the name, but maybe have a slogan that you more emphasize about? So like, for instance, I don't know, like mine is Bling by Nini, but I don't know, but do I just have a slogan? Like, I don't, how do you go through change your name? For me, that'd be like, this would be times 3. This
You
would be the
just-
third time I've changed my name.
You just gave
Or
me an
second time.
idea.
Second time.
You just
Huh?
gave me an idea that we were thinking about, because I was looking at like things in Colorado, and I was writing down, we're considered to be the Mile High, but someone already has that in their business name, and I just came up with this. So I'm throwing this at you ladies just for thought process. Colorado's known to have over 300 days of sunshine, so you just gave me blinged out, always shining for over 300 days.
That
Okay,
works.
that was a whole lot, but I like it.
That's a whole lot. I don't know if I would
Uh-huh.
go with the end part, but I don't know. That to me makes sense. You just gotta put it in Cody's brain. It's gotta be shorter.
Yeah, because I was just thinking like blinged out, 300 days to shine. I don't know. I'm just thinking shining 300. I don't know, because we're considered to be, we should have sunshine over 300 days a year.
And why can't it be
Uh-huh.
all year? Because you're adding in some extra sunshine
365.
with your jewelry.
Yeah. See, this is making me really anxious in my head right now, because I went back and forth about the name of my business for the longest time. So I had started a group a long time ago called Internal Glow. This is when I was on my weight loss journey and all that jazz. And I found out the secret to the weight loss thing for me and what worked for me. And I realized when you take care of your insides, the outside reflects everything about you, your attraction, the like everything is so positive, and everybody and everything you attract is so positive and stuff. So anyway, my little business name that my coaching group that I had was called Internal Glow. And I went back and forth about that for the longest time, because I was like, maybe I should make that my business page or my business name with my jewelry as well. It has nothing to do with jewelry, but if people thought, well, I knew what it meant, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know if anybody else would know what I meant by it. But now thinking about it, I'm like, no, shit, this jewelry makes me feel good. Hell, in the inside and out. So I'm like, it just makes me so mad that I didn't keep that name. But oh my God, it made so much sense. So anyway, I guess my question was just like, damn, well, how do you go back and like, because it's hard to rebrand your name. Like, you've been rocking with this name for a minute now, not too long, where it's like you can never go back, but it's like, dang, that's what everybody knows you as. So
But
I don't know.
I think in the grand scheme of things, it's not that many people. Like, none of us are, platinum elite sellers in the company with thousands of followers like Heidi Bound, the Gotham City Bling. I don't think it's too soon. And his big point was, who are you trying to sell jewelry to, yourself or to your people? You're
Right.
not making it about them. And so with your name everywhere, I don't think any of us are these vain people that were like, oh my God, it must have my name on it because I'm all that. None of us were
Right.
thinking that.
Not at all.
Right. So wait, Troy's putting up a word, 300 plus blinged out days.
Oh, I'm just throwing ideas out.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
That was not good enough.
I don't like that one.
But that was his big point. So I don't know. It's just something he mentioned. And like Troy and I talked about too, his name for his business is Adventure Social. And his business is all about helping people navigate, online platforms and marketing your business. Or he says his name is because he wanted a community for people who like to be nerdy about social technology.
Okay.
Okay, but the name Adventure Social does not say that to me. But that's his name. But it doesn't say John's Adventure Social. It just says
right.
Social. So he was like trying to make us see that our business names aren't really serving our people.
Are we supposed to have bling in our name?
No,
no.
Name can be anything you want it to be. So I'm working on mine, and like Troy was thinking about his, like this is going to be a several day thought process. because it is a big deal to you. And it has to resonate with me too. So
It took me
Mhm.
like it took me a month, I think,
Mhm.
to because I didn't want my name in it at all. That's just something I knew off the bat that I didn't want. And I don't really have a reason why. I just didn't want my name in it. And I didn't want any of the kids' name, like nothing like that, you know?
Right.
Um, and it took me a while. It did. It really took me a while because because I was thinking like that. Like I don't want to have to change it again if it takes
Right.
off, you know?
Right.
So, but I don't know. I just think like if you have a lot, like if you want to keep your name and it's not disservicing you, you know what I mean, if that's what you've put your website to, and you know all these various things that you guys are talking about, because I haven't done a business page for Paparazzi, and I'm not even looking at a website just yet, but I feel like if it's not disservicing you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's something you want to weigh out very heavily, and if you can't figure out something better, and you know, I don't know.
It's just we're just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
Now
see.
that's when you brought that up, Valerie, that made me think now, because like my website is blinged by T-Roy, by my bling by Troy.
But you can
So
call GoDaddy and change that in 5 seconds.
yeah, I can change that in 5 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, for me, like, if it's not doing a disservice, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I
If
want it
and
to be more, because I always think about like it's, and then that's when when I heard him say that it's not about me. I look at everything and it is about me, and I always think about the greater customer of the people. I want something that's attractive and it's attractive. You know, I always say I love this. I want something that's sexy. It just brings them in, and when they say it, they're like, when you hear someone say your name, your business name, like the way you say your business name again.
Sunflower Shine.
Okay, just when you say sunflower shine, I think of sunflowers. I know the purpose of sunflowers, what their whole process is, how they fertilize and they neutralize the ground in toxic areas, and how that just resonates. So see, that's not about. And then I think about your product when you're coming in and stuff like that. Whereas mine, I love blinged out with T-Roy, but then it falls back about me. It's like the me show in a way. I mean, and, you know, so I'm trying to think of something, you know, catchy that when people say it, they know like, oh, there's more to that. And then just Troy selling jewelry, there's more to it. It's a community. It's thriving because they feel belonging. So that's where he got me thinking when he was talking about it. It's like, it's not about you, it's about them. Like even in the engagement, like I was just reading a while ago about his engagement, he says it's about the interaction, building that relationship. It's not about likes. It's about getting them, because he says when you think, like Adrienne says, when you like their page and everything, they're going to start popping up in your feed, not you're not popping up in theirs. And the only way is thoughtful, authentic engagement.
Mhm.
Going and being, you're just saying, hey, I really love this. Like I just did this now and I read the thing. Like I'm doing a point system. You'll see this, Adrienne, where he does, it's called the hack game brain. He does, you only get 1 point for a like, 5 points for a comment, 7 points for a thoughtful share. And what he means by that is when you share someone else's, you type a comment in there that's a thoughtful, and you set your score. So like I put it down that I have to do 3 comments on someone's people to gain 15 points, and then I can make a post for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it's just those simple things. It's about the people. It's about in that engagement and connecting with them to bring them in. So like I said, we've been thinking about just the idea of how we can, the name change, and it's rebranding, and rebranding is not easy because you're so
But
stuck.
to be honest with you though, as I'm sitting here thinking about that, I think that puts too much weight on things. Honestly, like I feel where he's coming from. I mean, I totally have an understanding of where he's going with it. But at the same time, okay, for your name, maybe not blinged out with, maybe change the word with the word by. Because for me, it's like I just want to leave a signature. That's my thought process when I changed my name from, what was it? Damn, I don't even know. It was Majestic Boutique. That was like too hard to say. It was too much going on, but I wanted to make sure when I changed it, people knew where to come, you know what I'm saying? Like where to go back to, like they knew, like, and I didn't do Bling by Nene because for everybody had Bling by something. I just wanted to know, like, I came to Denisha or to Nene, she blinged me out, and then she left a trace. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, I don't think anything is wrong, and I don't feel like your name or even my name for that matter, I don't feel like it really it makes it about you. In my opinion, I don't feel like it does, but maybe instead of saying blinged out with T-Roy, blinged out by T-Roy, because it's like you're just leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I will
do,
help you.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like for Denisha, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's not doing a disservice, then you might not have to rebrand. But
Right.
I feel like also Troy he's feeling something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
True.
for him, maybe a rebranding is
Mhm.
what needs to happen for you to feel good about your name of your business. You know what I mean, Troy? And then Denisha, for you, you don't have a problem with it. It's not making you feel like that. Even hearing both sides or more sides or whatever. So,
You're right.
so that's what I mean. Like there's businesses out there that do have the, whose ever name is in it and they're thriving. So, I think it's just kind of like how you feel about the subject and what it's doing for your business,
Right.
Well,
And I feel like both of you
mine,
guys have been selling long enough to know kind of what your name is done for you or not,
Right.
like mine, I feel like something's missing, but I don't know because it's jewels to you for you. But that's why I was like, okay, Bling should be in there, but it's JEWLZ, the number 2, then you, and then number 4, and then you. But sometimes I feel like something's missing there, but I just don't know what it may or may not be. So I don't know.
You have to like it's like to me this whole process is like you have to be in your head and be like, okay, let me just sit down and think about this name. Do I like it? Is it passionate to me? Like I was telling Troy, like I like Amazing because it has AZ in it, but so and his husband Cody was like, but so does the word blazing. So I don't have to use the word amazing. Like I could change it to be something different because in Phoenix it's blazing hot. Y'all know that. And and then I was like, okay, but wait, I love the Harlem Renaissance and I love the 30s and 40s, that time frame. Why couldn't I put something in like that? Because to me, Amazing Bling by Adrienne was just like, it's too general to me. It doesn't really resonate with my spirit. And I feel like Valerie's name resonates with her spirit. And, I know her personally. It is her. You know what I mean? Like when she said that name, I'm like, that is her. Amazing Bling by Adrienne is just like a name. That's how I feel about it. So that's where I think he was trying to go. And even though it's going to end up being for your people, it really is for you. It just doesn't have your name in it.
And see, like I know where you're coming from, Denisha, and like Valerie says, for me, I just feel there's something missing because I always get to thinking like when I think my name's in there, yes, I'm gonna leave a legacy and everything, but I just didn't like when he made that comment and you got me thinking because I was like Adrienne said it just right there is I want something that when I feel it, the energy is gonna be connected to it and it's gonna thrive. Right? That's what I look at. Like when I say blinged out with T-Roy and when I say it out loud in the show, I'm not really feeling the energy there because I feel like it's all about me. I want you to come in and watch me. I want you to buy from me. And that's what goes through my head at times. But when I'm thinking like, rebranding this and rebranding is hard. You have to go through, the thinking of how it works. I want that connection so that when I say it, they're going to notice the energy, me coming and really thriving with it because, that's what I'm looking for. So, we're planning it out and just kind of figuring it because I know there's something that like I want that connection with it. And that's more of a personal thing is that when I say it out loud and when I create the business card on it, it has meaning to me because when that's like, me working with the energy and force, when I give out that business card to something or I share it, man, it's going to be like, you're getting a piece of amazing stuff. I'm just thinking in my head because that's where I'm focused at. So, right now, like we're looking at, like Cody says, well, you live in Colorado and Colorado has so many different features and attributes. So we're kind of looking at that, like 300 Days of Sunshine, I was thinking like Jolly Ranchers. I'm just writing down stuff. We're considered the Mile High. So how can it be like when Adrienne shared that one lady's Gotham City jewelry, our Bling, Gotham City Bling. That just like, whoa, that was just like, cause
that was fire. Yeah.
That was fire,
And even if you don't like Batman, you like that name.
Right.
Because it just is like, Oh my God, that is so amazing. Gotham City Bling. Oh my gosh, who thought of that? I wish I had thought of it. But yeah.
I don't know. The words, I don't know. I'm going to help you brainstorm.
Troy.
Troy, I was getting ready to call you something else, child. I'm drunk still. Remember that, okay? But anyway, the word zen comes to mind for you whenever I think of you, Troy. Zen, and you're always searching for that peace, that I don't know. Anyway, I'll help you think of some stuff.
Valerie,
But
I'm going to become
also
a
too,
shaman. Okay, just letting you know, Valerie, I'm going to become a shaman. That's
All
like a
right.
life goal. That is literally like a life goal for me.
That is too funny.
Go off the grid and live through nature. No, just kidding.
Good going.
I just think too, whenever you're thinking about, and this is stuff that I realized after, having a name or whatever, everybody's calling it back again. What the heck is going on? Sorry, you guys, somebody else is trying to FaceTime right now. Anyway, just like right now, your business name, I think, Troy, I can see it come up as a commercial or, as an advertising, like a game show versus it being on, if you were to have your own store, your jewelry store, I don't see that as a billboard for your jewelry store. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the same thing could go for mine. Shit, same thing, So anyway, I feel where you're coming from, and I think you made a perfect point, Valerie. I understand, and you definitely want to feel that. I know exactly what you mean, because that's what made me change my name before. I hated it, and it made me change it to this. And as I gave it more thought, I was like, dang. But also too, whatever. I think when you're branding too, don't limit yourself as far as like for me, I knew that just selling paparazzi jewelry, yes, that is my main focus, but I have my hands in so many other things. I was trying not to cap myself to be where it only had to be about jewelry. So if I wanted to start, selling apparel or something like that to go with it, I didn't want it to be where I have to change my business name or whatever. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be where, like Valerie's business name, like it could be whatever she wants to sell underneath that name. Like it's not just tied to jewelry. So that's something I think to keep in mind too. But Lisa, I love your name. I think it's long. But I love that name. I think maybe take out to you and just say jewels for you. I like that. I think it's really, really cute.
Lisa, where I think for your name it would be a little helpful is going to come in your font and how you market your writing for that specific name, because you have letters and numbers, and your font is really going to help that to stand out. So
I agree.
when you're playing maybe on Canva or any of those other creative websites, you're really going to want to play with your font for those couple things.
Yeah, make
Okay. And I usually capitalize the J and the L.
So you could do that
J-E-W and then capitalize L-Z.
But play with the font, like the actual,
right.
the different styles, and then you'll see something that's catchier or, yeah.
Right.
Because it's a catchy name. I think it would just be in how you market that and what your font looks like.
Yeah, but Jewels for You is just, I love that. That is like, that's dope. Just that name without Jewels to You for You. I mean, that's cute too. That's really cute. But if you want to shorten it, it could just be Jewels for You. And like she said, change that font. And I mean, I can see that on a sweatshirt or whatever. That's cute. I really, really like that.
That would work.
All righty. I'll check it out.
We got some work to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, Canva has some great different fonts. Like Valerie said, type your name in and just click on each one of them. Have you used Canva before, Lisa?
No.
So you can
it's the bomb.
You can look at Canva. Another one I've been using is called Typography. It's really cute as well because it has hundreds of different fonts and either one. So, and I'm also going to encourage you guys to, when you post your quotes for the day, make your own quote. I'm not saying make it up. Like say you want to do the paparazzi mission statement, which is too long, you wouldn't do that. But type it out and put it on your own background and then share it. Don't just download a photo from Google and share it, or from your motivation app. Make your own graphics, because that'll increase your engagement as well. Okay, so typography and Canva are both free, Lisa,
Okay.
to make your graphics.
And it's TYPO
Yes.
or TY? Okay.
And it's actually an app on the phone. And Canva has a phone app too. Canva is hard to manage on your phone. So use it on your computer. It's hard just to move stuff around. Troy knows this too. Canva is a beast on your phone, but on your iPad or your computer, it'll be much easier to navigate. So,
Okay.
Oh, it's called Typorama. Sorry.
This is
Valerie.
what I got. Right?
I'm hoping I got a box today. I don't know. They're like torturing me over here. But I don't want to keep us too long. It's almost been 2 hours. Lisa was the winner of the naughty list game. Congratulations. I just appreciate you all so much. You're all amazing. Don't forget to buy hearts. That's all I got.
All right,
There you
guys.
go.
Have a
All
great-
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.